On today's video, I am going to give myself a haircut and show you how I do it. I do go and get my hair cut by a professional regularly, but in between, I will often trim my own ends because they get to a certain point where they're just so entirely wispy on the ends that it just makes them look thinner when the ends get so wispy. And if I can blunt those ends out a little, it makes my hair a little bit fuller looking. And instead of going back to the hair salon when all I need is a quick little trim, I just do that myself. This is definitely not the same as giving yourself a brand new haircut. This is literally just following the haircut that I already have to trim the ends of my hair. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do, to follow the haircut that you already have to trim your hair, as opposed to giving yourself a whole new style, giving yourself layers when you don't have them, things like that. That's a whole other can of worms, and it's something I don't even do. Even though I'm a professional, I wouldn't try to give myself a haircut, because no matter how decent it looks when your hair is all styled, there's absolutely no possible way that you could give yourself a perfect haircut. And if you like your imperfect haircut, that's great, and I am super behind doing anything that makes you happy, but I like my haircut to be perfect, so I do get it done very professional, but I will trim it on my own. To keep some of the hair off me, but mostly also because my shirt is really light today and my hair kind of blends in with my shirt, and the black towel makes it so much easier to see. Just like, look at those ends. They just disappear into nothingness. Some of the strands are so long, but they're by themselves. Alright, so I'm going to part my hair down the center. I've got a comb and I've got scissors. Now I have expensive scissors because I'm a hairstylist. Obviously I have nice scissors. You don't have to have expensive scissors, but I would get yourself a pair of hair cutting shears before you do this. Don't use your kitchen scissors, your craft scissors. They're not going to be sharp enough to give you a nice clean cut. You can get inexpensive scissors like this at your beauty supply store or on Amazon. They're not going to last as long as mine, but they're going to do a fine job for you using them at home. So get yourself some hair cutting shears before you cut your own hair. I'm going to brush all the hair from each side down over my shoulders, like so. And I'm going to just kind of fan it out a little bit, just like that. I'm going to comb everything forward on the one side so I can see, using my fingers to hold it nice and tight. And I'm just going to trim off those ends. And you can see right away how much thicker that side looks now compared to this side, which is still super wispy. So now we'll take all this hair and make sure you cut the same amount off both sides. See a long piece there because I think I didn't pull that forward. Cut him off. Alright, so those are the ends. If you wanted it even blunter, you'd have to cut more off, and I don't want to cut more off. So now I'm just going to trim the sides of my bangs, and I'm just going to comb literally all the hair around my face from about an inch back this way. I'm going to comb it all forward, and then I'm just going to trim these wispy ends about half an inch off of them. And I'm just going to grab another chunk of hair from that same kind of face perimeter. Now I've got a gap in my hair here because my hair is thin right there, so it's not going to be a constant line. And these hairs right around my face get shorter down towards my ear. But we're still just going to trim half an inch off of all the ends. And then the other side, All right, and then I'm just gonna pick sections up from my hair this way. I'm gonna bring my fingers down, find the end of that section, and I'm not gonna change the shape of the section at all. I'm just gonna trim the ends of each of those. Take another section, and I'm gonna take a little bit of hair from that other section that I already cut. Bring my fingers down, find the ends, and I can see here, it's hard to see, but that is the hair I cut before, so I know where to start so that it's the same on both sides. Do that in another section a little further back. I'm not super precise when I do this, like if I was giving an actual haircut, because it's really just to get in there and trim off the dead and starting to split ends that are getting really wispy looking. If I miss a couple hairs here and there, not really the end of the world. There's obviously way more precise ways that you could be cutting hair, but I find that this works just to get my hair looking a little healthier when those ends are looking like they do in between haircuts. So I'm going to brush the back section up. I'm going to pull that forward. See all those ends. And you can just really see how wispy those all are. And we're just going to cut it off. You could point cut with the tips of your scissors like this instead of cutting straight across, because I'm not cutting too deep into the section. The ends are still going to be a bit wispy, so I don't feel like I need to do that. If your hair's thicker and you don't want to get really harsh lines in your hair, you can definitely point cut instead of straight cutting, but because my hair is so fine, I don't really need to do that. So that's it. My hair is all trimmed. It's not going to be a massive difference, but you can see my ends do look thicker. They do look less wispy and dry and damaged. That's what we're going for. In another month or two, I will go get a proper haircut, get my bangs reshaped, get my layers all brought back up to where I like them, etc. But this was great in the meantime. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that helps. I hope it teaches you how you can try and trim your own ends at home. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, because I would love to answer those for you if I can. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it really helps me out here, and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of my videos. I do post 3 every single week. Bye.